Hello and welcome to Climbing Daily and a very special gym tour. The building behind me has been dubbed The Ranch, and it's a private climbing wall owned by Domen Škofic. Now, although it's only 50% complete, what has been finished is absolutely stunning. We are the only camera crew to be allowed to film at this location so far, and I cannot wait to show you what's behind those doors. So I am here to meet this man, Domen, who is the owner of this gym, World Cup winner, Slovenian national team, all-round badass climber. Domen, how long have you been building this wall for?
Yeah, from idea to this, it was more than 10 years. But when we started the works, it's now a year and a half.
So obviously this is yet to be completed, but we're going to see as much of it as we can. And we're in the middle of this lush countryside, farm buildings all around. What did this building used to be before it was a climbing wall?
It was nothing. It was done from zero, and it's made just for climbing. This thing is not a building. It's basically only a climbing wall covered by a membrane.
And that membrane we can see from miles away, this great big white tower. It looks stunning. Another thing that looks stunning is the lead wall, because it is outrageously big. Obviously yet to be completed. How close are you to finishing that?
Yeah, the big lead wall is our main mission, and was our biggest visionary for sure. This is why we made this thing.
So you've led me right underneath this wall.
Yeah, I think you have to stand here to really appreciate the looks of it, because it's just incredible. You don't see the last 3 meters of the wall from here, and still it's intimidating.
It's spectacular is what it is. I mean, how tall is this wall and how overhanging is it?
It's 20 meters straight up, and it's 26 meters of climbing, so it has like 14 meters of overhang, yeah.
That's bigger than Innsbruck, isn't it?
Yeah, as I know, Innsbruck is 17, so yeah, it's huge.
I mean, we're not trying to beat them here, but you know,
no.
The stats don't lie.
We just built something we wanted to build, and that's it.
And how many routes do you reckon are going to fit onto this wall? Because it is a big space.
Yeah, I hope at the start it's going to be 25 routes. It's super expensive to make routes on this wall, but it has the potential for like 50 plus routes, so yeah.
Awesome. Well, this isn't completed yet, but one thing that is completed is the speed wall. Can we go and check that out?
Yeah, that one was the first, and let's go, yeah.
You're a lead climber. You're not necessarily a speed climber. I presume you haven't had too many sessions on this.
I did 2 runs because I said I need to climb a speed route in my own climbing gym. It would be bad if I wouldn't, but we made this for the athletes to have the opportunity to train, because we are missing this in Slovenia. There's just one more facility which has speed, and I think with the potential we have in Slovenia, we just need to have this.
So is this the official size, height, regulation, all the rest for World Cups and the Olympics?
Yeah, it's all like the angle and everything is just like it has to be. Only the friction and everything we made, the texture, we made ourselves, of course, because we made all the walls ourselves as well. So it's unique, of course, but we tried to make it as good as possible, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that's the speed wall ticked off. Something more up my street is the bouldering area over there, and we actually had a play on it yesterday for another shoot. So can we go over and look at that area?
Let's do it.
As we walk across here, these mats, they're like trampoline-like, I'm springing. Is this something deliberate that you installed?
Yeah, it's definitely a unique mats for sure. We have a pretty high bouldering wall, and we wanted to have half a meter of mats. And we wanted that when you come down, it really absorbs the impact.
It is high, this wall. How high are we talking about?
It's 4.5. Yeah.
Yeah, springy mats essential. So we've got a variety of things going on here, lots of different angles, and this enormous spray wall. on my right. What do you use the spray wall for mainly?
This whole place is designed for my training, and if the other customers can find their place and enjoy here, it's a win-win situation.
You've got more sort of traditional boulders down the other end, set by yourself, right? Is route setting a hobby, or is it your passion? Like, do you do a lot of it?
Yeah, it's definitely something I really like to do, and I will do it in the future, of course. At the moment, it's just because it's cheaper to set for the start. I'll set my own boulders, but the goal is, of course, to have the route setters from all around the world, and as sooner as I achieve that, the better.
Awesome. I can't wait to see it. This is like early stages with everything, and I can just imagine the potential for this place. Now, although your lead wall isn't quite finished yet, there is lead climbing sort of above our heads. Love to go and check that out if possible.
Yeah, let's go.
Everyone I know who's built their own thing is obsessed by the toilets of it. Plumbing, all the rest, that is not easy to do.
Yeah, toilets are essential, of course, and you need to be light for climbing, so...
This is true, top tip from a World Cup climber there. Look, while we're in this bit, because it's all a lot of construction going on, you haven't built this by yourself, because you've had your dad doing a lot of the work with you on this project.
Yeah, of course. If I wouldn't have my dad here and being an engineer, I would have to wait for another 20 years to do this project, to have enough money, of course, to hire somebody else to do this work. But as we go really good along, we found to work together, and yeah, he's doing all the static works and so on, the calculations and so on, and I just try to help him as much as I can. I brought the vision on the table, he's put it in all the programs and everything, and now we're putting it into the reality together. So.
Amazing, and obviously achieving it. Okay, new set of stairs. I guess that's where we're headed.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Domen, we talked about spectacular down below. When you come up here and you see the full strength and length of that climbing wall, I can imagine when climbers are on it, spectators are here, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, and I can't wait for this day to come.
So this lead wall, that's to be completed, but there are some routes going on over here on the left. But before we talk about that, this gym, because currently it's private, it's yours, but you intend to open this up to the public at some point.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the plan is to... There is not enough infrastructure for climbing in Slovenia, and that was also my plan, to have a really good facility for me for training, and also that is a really good facility for the others. We need this. I think there is a lack of really good training facilities. There are some gyms which are basically more for beginners, and I tried to design something which is going to be good for pro athletes and also for the beginners, something mix.
It's super interesting you say that, because in my head, the Slovenian team is so strong. I just presumed like Slovenia was full of super gyms, but that's not the case.
No, that's not the case. We have some smaller bouldering walls here and there, but we really lack something like this. It's not an excuse for, of course not. I think why we are so good is just because we are so excited when we finally see good walls, and then that's when we climb really good. I don't know, but yeah, I think new generations deserve something like this.
Well, I think the rest of the world is terrified when a Slovenian team get hold of a facility like this, but we'll leave that for them to work out. Well, Domen, this is one of the most unique gym tours I've ever been to, because it's halfway through this process, and yet already I can see the true potential and the beauty of this climbing wall, because all the wood you're using, it's just going to be a wonderful place to practice our sport in.
That was also my imagination. I think it's good that we showed how we're building it. I could have this thing closed to the very end, but I think it's also really good that people see how we're making it, and that a lot of things are possible if you want.
Awesome. Well, Domen, thank you so much for showing me around. There's links down below for the Instagram for the gym, so you can check it out, and I'll see you guys very soon.